The next question, the member for Orleans.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and good morning. I wanted to ask my question to the political minister from Ottawa, but I realized he's not elected to this place, Mr. Speaker. In fact, he's never been elected. So my question is to the Premier. The person the Premier recently named as his political point man in Ottawa is the newest passenger on the Conservative gravy train, a former lobbyist and executive with Shoppers Drug Mart, and of course the failed candidate in Canada Carleton. The announcement was met with near universal criticism, Mr. Speaker. Some people thought that hell froze over because even the member of Nepean agreed with me on that one, Mr. Speaker. Ottawa is Ontario's second largest city, over 1 million people. We deserve an elected voice around the cabinet table, not a political appointee dispatched as if we're some far-flung place in need of an ambassador. Will the Premier explain why his defeated candidate from Canada is up to the job when he clearly believes his 3 MPPs from Ottawa are not?
Order. Government House Leader.
Ottawa is the second largest city in the province of Ontario, one of the most important cities in the country. One of the most important cities in the country, represented by Conservatives across the board.
Member for Hamilton Mountain, come to order. Member for Toronto Centre, come to order.
In the years that they were. You know why we have an office in Ottawa? It should have been there many years ago. Like the federal government has offices in every other major city. But you know why? Because we are undertaking the largest expansion of healthcare in the history of Ottawa. The largest expansion of healthcare in the history of Ottawa. Because we've come to a new deal with the city of Ottawa to upload some of the roads to ensure that they can progress, Mr. Speaker. You know what the Mayor of Ottawa said? That it is a game changer for the city of Ottawa. You know what the other people in Ottawa are saying? That for so many years they have been ignored by Liberal politicians, and finally they have a Conservative government that cares about them. That is
order. Supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Even the Ottawa Sun, not exactly a bastion of Liberal support, even the Ottawa Sun slammed the deal. Let me quote the Sun. Reports were coming in of a rare sighting of an Ontario Premier in Ottawa last week, like an errant booby bird accidentally blown in from a faraway tropics of Lake Ontario. Let me further quote. The Mayor rolled out the welcome mat for the Premier, but his announcement while in town suggests he still sees us as a doormat. The Ford government ambassador to Ottawa was so committed to representing the voices of the people that he failed to attend all candidates' meetings during his own election in Canada. If he wasn't willing to show up for the residents of the riding he was trying to represent, why should we believe he'll show up for the rest of us in Ottawa? It's grasping at straws, Mr. Speaker, but the rest of us know better. This is just another gravy train appointment, putting a lobbyist and a Conservative insider in a highly paid position of power and authority over top of his 3 MPPs from Ottawa. When will the Premier recognize Ottawa as an important place in Ontario and designate...
Thank you. Yeah. Order. The reply, the Premier.
Let me get this right. He's been an MPP there for years. Premier McGuinty was from Ottawa. You held a lot of seats in Ottawa until we came into play, and then we wiped you guys out. Let's just run through this. What is it? Over $10 billion, second largest hospital project in the country. Making sure we get that done. We put billions of dollars into transit that your previous mayor totally turned into a disaster. We just announced a Barnsdale cutoff. I think I've been there 4 times.
Order. The Premier, please take your seat. The member for Ottawa South is warned. The Premier still has some time and can resume his answer.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We sent hundreds of millions of dollars to Ottawa. We have an incredible relationship with the mayor of Ottawa and the people there. People realize that we're showing love to Ottawa that they've never seen in 15 years. And your buddy sitting beside you, he's from Ottawa. You guys did.
Thank you. Okay.